Assalamu alaikum and peace. This is Bilal Mujahid, back again. Black Muslim in America. Thank you for tuning in. Hit that like, subscribe. Don't forget to share this. All that good stuff. Let's get into it. Now, I know some of y'all seen Kevin Gates, aka Nightwolf, aka Cooney Muslim, in these interviews he been dropping. He got an interview with Breakfast Club, and then he did a 2-part interview with DJ Academics, and he probably did some other ones, but I'm not sure. It's just those two in particular. He was doing a little too much, man. Listen, people, I respect it, and I was appreciative to Allah, and I was happy that Kevin Gates accepted Islam. But y'all got to understand that just like it's easy to accept Islam, if you want to accept it, it's easy to leave it. You know, the Prophet said in the hadith that some people would be thrown into the hellfire by their faces, head first into the hellfire, because of something they said with their tongue and they didn't even know they said it. And that's why he said you should always be renewing your shahada. So, you know, this dude, this brother, I hope he's still a brother, Kevin Gates, on one interview I saw, it was with Mike Rashid. And I like watching Mike Rashid. He got some good workout videos. He seems, I don't know what he claims to be, a Muslim. I don't know what type of Muslim he is. But he has more NOI leanings. But he was doing an interview with Mike Rashid, and he mentioned that he's a god. He was talking about, you know, how his emotions be affecting the weather and how he's a god. And I'm like, whoa, hold up there, bro. You're not a god. Just to say that right there is just like I was saying about the hadith about the Prophet. He may not even know what he's saying. He should, but he may not even know what he's saying. And because of that phrase, that has made him leave the fold of Islam. You can't say nothing like that. You can't believe nothing like that. When you say La ilaha illallah, that means there is no God, there is no deity, there is anything in the creation worthy of worship except Allah, and Allah is not a part of his creation. So when you first say La ilaha, you're negating. That's the first part of the shahada, is to negate. You're saying there is no God. When you say La ilaha, you're saying there is no God. That's the first part you're saying. You negate and then you affirm. You have to say there is no God. Oh, there is no God except Allah. That's the only deity. So to say you're a god is shirk of the highest form, is you know, kufr akbar, is a major kufr to say that. You can't believe that or say that. So he needs to be careful with what he's saying. And that was just in that interview. And you have to understand something. Kevin Gates been around for a while. So people have seen him in many different interviews and seen his character. And as a black people, we know them fake woke, fake deep, like jail knowledge niggas. We know them. We know them who just be lying all the time, just for no reason. You know, when I was young, I used to have, you know, my buddies, my homies, and we would like interact with different people. And so I would interact with their friends. I remember one day, my buddy was having a conversation with one of his friends, and the dude was talking to him, and he just kept looking over to me to the side and mouthing the word lying. Like, black people know when somebody is just a habitual just liar for no reason. And we know that Kevin Gates is this type of person. Another one we have is the game. We know these people are just be stretching the truth and lying. And I say that to say because, okay, he says that, and then he does an interview with the Breakfast Club, and he went full coon mode, and he's not even FBA, people. So now, that makes me understand, okay, he might have this anti-black hatred within himself. He was on the Breakfast Club interview talking about the ones that's hardest, the ones that hate on me the most, the ones that talk bad about me the most is the niggas. Well, Negro, you're from us. We gonna be critical of you as a community, as a people. The ones who judged me the most was the niggas. Yes. We supposed to be your people, right? So yeah, we gonna be critical of you. And a part of FBA culture is to roast. Sometimes we roast just to joke. Sometimes we roast because we love you. Sometimes we roast to expose, hypocrisies about yourself, to tell the truth in a joking way. And we see that as a community, we see you one of them lying, fake, woke, deep Negroes. And you mad at us for saying that. You mad at us for exposing that. And so that's how we hating on you and being so judgmental to you. And then he goes on to say, I got more love from the people that the world hates. Don't you get love from black people? Black people are your fans. It's hella black people are your fans. So what are you talking about? We the ones who helped build you up. When you was coming up underground, we the ones who helped build you up. What are you talking about? That's love right there. We say what we love with our wallets and our attention. So what are you talking about? The ones who showed me the most love, it was a Jewish dude. And then it was a transgender. He's saying all of this with the LGBT flag right behind him. And then it was a transgender. She said, baby, you can use my warehouse. Oh. So niggas is just so hard on you because we call out your bull crap. Come on now. Muslims is so hard on you because we hear you say you're a god in an interview and we're critical of you. We seen you on video talking about it was a Muslim telling you shouldn't get no more tattoos. You already got those ones you have, but you shouldn't really be getting no more tattoos. And he's online talking about how, well, I'm gonna get some more. I just be sinning. So now you're proclaiming your sins. And people and Muslims are critical of you of that. So you don't want nobody to say nothing critical of you. You don't want nobody to judge you. And then he goes on to say in the interview, and I don't believe, and that's why I don't support Black Lives Matter. Just going Cooney Muslim. And that's why I don't believe Black Lives Matter, because we kill ourselves. When we stop killing ourselves, then I believe Black Lives Matter. Negro, crime happens amongst its own people. White people kill white people. What are you talking about? We all know that the Black Lives organization itself is on some bull crap, but the phrase of Black Lives Matter and the understanding of that and where it came from, we understand that means Black Lives Matter, literally. So why do you have a problem with that? If Negroes are killing Negroes, then shouldn't Black Lives Matter, right? So that means you should support Black Lives Matter, because Black Lives Matter to you so much that you want to stop black people killing black people. So you should still support it regardless. That's some coon talk. Then he goes on even worse and says, well, he's talking about how much he hate niggas, and he prayed that if he was ever to be reincarnated into this world, he prays that he wouldn't come back black. He wouldn't come back as a nigga. Wow. And then you wonder why the black community be on your head. Come on with that, dog. And, it's not hate. This is not hate. But all through the interview, we could see you just being fake woke and fake deep. We see it. That stuff impresses like dumb Negroes or Negroes who just getting into consciousness or whatnot, and everything just amazes them. That's who that impresses. People who got some knowledge, they know a bullcrapper when they see one. And so after the interview, he's talking about yoga and all of this. Listen to me, people. Yoga, even there are some scholars who say you shouldn't get into yoga as a Muslim. because it has spiritual things attached to it, spiritual beliefs attached to it. So that could be a doorway to you entering into kufr. But let's just say you're using it for, health's sake, good stretching and things of that nature. Cool, do that. Okay. But do that in the comfort of your own home. Do that in the yoga studio. He's just bringing up how he do yoga. And, it really puts you in some uncomfortable positions and very, questionable positions. And, I didn't want to do that at first because I had so much toxic masculinity. He's using these words. Like the nigga just read a book. Where you get these? What are these words? Freebacks B. What are these words? He keep using toxic masculinity. He was saying that in the DJ Academics interview. He was saying another word. I didn't want to go too deep into my story because I didn't want to trigger anybody. Negro, that is that's not you, and that's learned real quick. Somebody told you to say that stuff. So he's talking about doing yoga and he just brings it up. Yeah, I do yoga too. And he's talking about doing yoga and how it puts you in questionable positions and how he got over that. And so he takes a media picture for the world to see. He wasn't in his house in the privacy of his own home, because it does put you in some questionable positions. And I'm not about to be doing that stuff out in public. I mean, he wasn't in his house. He wasn't in the yoga studio. Okay, I might let you slide with a yoga studio. Everybody's doing it in there. So everybody's in a questionable position and there's no weirdo stuff. Dude, this dude pop locked and dropped it. He pop locked and dropped it for a media picture for I think for the Breakfast Club. He got his bussy spread open and doing a praying hands and squatting down, spread eagle. He's dropping down and getting his eagle on. And I guess that makes sense since he has, falcon feathers in his hair looking like Night Wolf. He dropped. Come on. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do, walking the line, bussified things, moist things to prove that you're so secure in your masculinity. Oh, I can carry around I can walk around with a satchel. It's not a purse. I'm just giving that for example. I'm just walking around with a satchel. It's not a purse, and I'm strong in my masculinity anyway. So I could wear super tight pants and I could barely breathe in them. I'm secure in my manhood. I could wear heels and paint my toes and paint my fingernails because I'm secure in my man. You don't have to do such things to prove you're secure in your manhood. If you're secure in your manhood, just be secure in it. So that's that whole LGBT stuff he's bringing into it and feminist mentality and talking about toxic masculinity. Dog, what the hell are you talking about? And so he's doing all of these things. He's doing yoga. Then he claims he eats once a day. In DJ Academics interview, he claimed he only eat once a day. But then as the conversation went on, he slipped up and said, oh yeah, I love New York food. I'll probably come out here and eat some more. I mean, well, I do have a cheat day sometimes. Yeah. He just be saying knowledge that he learned. Maybe he do eat once a day. I don't know. But he's just saying all of these things. Bro, all you got to do is focus on Islam. Because he's saying all these things which help him out of depression, giving up toxic masculinity. And every 6 months, this dude is always not depressed anymore. And he was depressed before that. Because when he was on Everyday Struggle, he talked about being depressed and how he's not depressed no more. And every interview since then, he's been talking about how he's not depressed no more, but he was depressed. Right now, I'm the happiest I've ever been. He always saying that. But you're doing all these other things except focusing on Islam. That is what's going to give you peace. The goal in life is not to be happy all the time. No, you should be at peace. And that's what Islam gives you if you truly focus on it. But, yeah, man, that's all I wanted to say. Your boy was wildin'. Night Wolf, Cooney Muslim Babble. But that's it. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. And don't forget to share this. This is Bilal Mujahid of Black Muslim in America. Assalamu alaikum and peace.